Hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining chapter 6 combustion and flame, and I'll be explaining this lesson. So in this lesson, here is a mind map that I've created. These will be the topics that I will cover in this video: combustion, types of combustion, conditions for combustion, candle flame, fuel, and types of fuels. So without any further ado, let's begin. Introduction. So there are many terms such as fire, combustion, flame, and burning. All these four terms may sound alike, but they have different meanings. So let us discuss. Fire. So fire is basically a zone of burning gases or vapors, and it is very hot and it also gives out light. Now combustion, on the other hand, can simply be defined as the process that produces fire. It's basically the process in which any substance is in the presence of oxygen and releases energy in the form of either heat or light. So fire is produced through the process of combustion. Flame. So flame is a kind of fire that is in a spindle shape, and it is a fine suspended manner. Any fire that is of a fine suspended manner and it is of a spindle shaped is known as a flame. Burning. So burning is basically what the substance undergoes after the process of combustion. When a substance undergoes combustion, it is said to be burning. So burning doesn't necessarily refer to fire. It can mean when anything is being deteriorated or it's being burnt down. So let us learn about combustion now. So combustion is when any substance is burning in the presence of oxygen to release energy in the form of heat or light is called combustion. For example, wood can be burnt in the presence of oxygen and it releases fire, which is a form of energy. So the objects which are able to conduct electricity, which is able to undergo combustion, is known as combustible substances, and the substances that do not undergo the process of combustion are non-combustible substances. So we can say that wood is a combustible substance. So types of combustion. On the basis of oxygen, substances can be classified as complete combustion, and in complete combustion, the object has surplus supply of oxygen. The amount of oxygen available is in high quantities, and thus complete combustion takes place. If there's more oxygen, then there is complete combustion. So here the object burns completely, resulting in the formation of carbon dioxide and water. And also in this type of combustion, carbon dioxide is released as a byproduct. In incomplete combustion, the amount of oxygen available is limited, and hence incomplete combustion takes place, and the part of the substance that does not burn passes the atmosphere in the form of soot, black soot. So in incomplete combustion, carbon monoxide is released as a byproduct. On the basis of occurrence, the types of combustion is rapid combustion and spontaneous combustion. So in rapid combustion, the object burns rapidly and releases large amounts of heat and light. In spontaneous combustion, the object reacts suddenly without an apparent cause, and it releases large amounts of gas, sometimes referring to an explosion. So the conditions necessary for combustion is the presence of a supporter of combustion, such as oxygen or air, the presence of a combustible substance, such as a fuel, such as wood, coal, etc., and the object should be heated to its ignition temperature. So ignition temperature is the minimum temperature at which a substance is able to catch fire. So if a substance has a very low ignition temperature, it is called an inflammable substance. For example, petrol and kerosene. So let us learn about a candle flame. So you might have seen a candle flame which is held onto the wax by a wick. So there are many zones of a candle flame. First is the outermost zone. So this zone appears blue in color and it is the hottest zone. It is also called the non-luminous zone or the zone of complete combustion. Because it is the outermost zone, it is in direct contact with air and hence complete combustion takes place. It is the hottest zone. The middle zone, on the other hand, appears orangish yellow in color. It is also called the luminous zone because you can see it, or the zone of incomplete combustion. Because the amount of oxygen available is not adequate, incomplete combustion takes place, and hence black soot is produced, and it is moderately hot. The innermost zone appears grayish-black in color. It is also called the dark zone or the zone of no combustion, as it receives no oxygen, no combustion takes place, and it is the least hot zone. Fuel. So any substance that undergoes combustion and produces heat and light is called a fuel. So fuel form the sources of energy. So on the basis of uses, fuels can be classified as renewable fuels and non-renewable fuels. So renewable fuels are the fuels that can be renewed. They can never be exhausted. For example, the fuels obtained from animal waste and agricultural waste are called renewable fuels. They're also called as non-exhaustible fuels. Non-renewable fuels are the fuels that are available in limited quantities. They can be exhausted if not used judiciously, and hence they should be used wisely. For example, the fossil fuels such as wood and petrol and coal are non-renewable fuels. So on the basis of the physical state, they can be classified as solid fuels, liquid fuels, and gaseous fuels. So solid fuels are bulky and large. They are hence its name in solid state. And on burning, they produce residue. For example, wood and coal. Liquid fuels are in liquid state in room temperature and they do not produce any residue on burning. For example, kerosene. Gaseous fuels are in a gaseous state. For example, oxygen and carbon dioxide are gaseous fuels. On the basis of sources, they can be classified as primary fuels and secondary fuels. So primary fuels occur in the same form as they do in nature. For example, wood and coal. Secondary fuels, on the other hand, they are obtained from natural fuels by various chemical and physical processes. For example, the water gas and producer's gas. So that's about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching.